The dark side of desire, why humans are never satisfied. Human beings are strange creatures. We can have almost everything we once dreamed about and still feel like something is missing. A person can spend years chasing money, believing that wealth will finally bring freedom. They can chase attention, believing that being admired will finally make them feel important. They can chase love, pleasure, success, or power, believing that the next achievement, the next person, or the next experience will finally create a feeling of completion. But then something unexpected happens. They get what they wanted, and after a moment of happiness, the desire returns. A new goal appears, a new obsession begins, a new thing to chase. This is one of the most fascinating and uncomfortable parts of human nature. We are creatures that are constantly reaching for something beyond our current reality. Desire is one of the strongest forces inside us. It has built civilizations. It has created art, technology, discoveries, and progress. Every invention, every ambition, every dream started with someone wanting something that did not exist yet. But the same force that pushes humanity forward can also become a prison, because desire does not always ask for what we need. Sometimes it asks for what we can never fully possess. Throughout history, humans have searched for satisfaction in countless places. Ancient kings searched for endless power, conquerors searched for more land, the wealthy searched for more wealth, famous people searched for more recognition, people in relationships searched for someone who would finally make them feel complete. But again and again, history shows the same pattern. Thus, the object of desire changes, but the hunger remains. Why? Because the human mind adapts. Something that once seemed impossible eventually becomes normal. The person who dreamed of owning a luxury car eventually sees it just as a car. The person who dreamed of becoming famous eventually discovers that attention can become exhausting. The person who dreamed of reaching the top eventually realizes there is always another mountain. The human brain has a powerful ability called adaptation. We adjust to our circumstances. This ability helps us survive, but it also creates a problem. The things we believe will permanently make us happy often only create temporary satisfaction. A new possession becomes ordinary, a new achievement becomes expected, a new pleasure becomes familiar, and then the mind starts searching again. This cycle is not only about material things, it appears in relationships, identity, and social status. A person might believe, if everyone respects me, I will finally feel valuable. But after receiving respect, they may start worrying about losing it. A person might believe, if I find the perfect partner, I will never feel lonely again. But relationships also bring fear, insecurity, and vulnerability. A person might believe, if I become successful, I will finally be free. But success can create new responsibilities, expectations, and pressure. Sometimes humans do not chase things because they want them. Sometimes they chase them because they are trying to escape something inside themselves, a feeling of not being enough, a fear of being forgotten, a fear of being ordinary, a fear that without achievements, possessions, or approval from others, they have no value. And this is where desire becomes darker, because desire can transform from motivation into dependence. A person can begin serving the very thing they thought would serve them. Money can become the master instead of the tool. Pleasure can become an escape instead of enjoyment. Ambition can become an obsession instead of growth. Attention can become a need instead of a bonus. The thing itself is not always the problem. The problem is losing control over your relationship with it. Throughout history, many philosophers and thinkers have explored this conflict. They questioned whether humans suffer because they lack things, or because they constantly believe they need more. Because desire creates a strange illusion. It tells us, when you finally get this, you will be complete. But when we reach it, the mind creates another condition. When you get this next thing, then you will be complete. And the cycle continues. This does not mean people should stop having dreams. Without desire, there would be no exploration, no creativity, no ambition, and no improvement. But the problem is not wanting. The problem is forgetting why you wanted it in the first place. A person can pursue wealth without being controlled by greed. A person can seek success without sacrificing their entire identity. A person can enjoy pleasure without becoming dependent on it. The difference is awareness. The darkest side of desire appears when we stop choosing what we want and start becoming controlled by what we crave, because desire can be both a creator and a destroyer. It can inspire someone to build something incredible, or it can convince someone that nothing will ever be enough. Maybe the real danger is not that humans desire too much. Maybe the danger is that humans rarely stop and ask themselves, why do I want this? Will this actually make me happier? Will this make me happier? Am I chasing something meaningful, or am I simply running away from something I don't want to face? Because the things we desire often reveal more about us than we realize. Our ambitions reveal our values, our obsessions reveal our fears, our cravings reveal our emptiness. And sometimes the hardest thing to confront is not the world around us, it's the endless hunger inside us, the part of ourselves that always whispers, just one more achievement, one more possession, one more moment, one more victory, because the human battle with desire is not a battle against wanting. It is the battle to understand what is truly worth wanting.